Okay, so part B of the Pythagorean Theorem. This time, instead of looking for the hypotenuse, we are now looking for the missing side. So if we look here, that's going to be right there. So this question says, find the length of the missing side in the given triangle using Pythagorean Theorem. If you look over here, I kept the formulas for you just as a reminder. Whichever one makes more sense to you, use that one. Before we get started, I'm just going to label the triangles so we know that the longest side is known as the hypotenuse. And we know that this side, I'm going to call it side 1, and then I'm going to call this one side 2. But remember, they could be called C, A, and B if you choose that side or formula. Okay, so I'm going to write my formula. Hypotenuse squared equals side 1 squared plus side 2 squared. Now I'm going to fill in what I know. So we know the hypotenuse is 18, so I have 18 squared equals side 1 over here. They told me that it's x, so I replace side 1 with x squared. And then I know side 2 over here, or side B, is 12. Oops. 12 squared. Okay, so the next step, we just have to expand what we know. So 18 squared, you put that in your calculator, you get 324. Keep your equal signs lined up. X squared is going to stay x squared, or plus, and then 12 squared gives us 144. Next thing we have to do, we need to collect like terms. So we're going to keep our equal sign lined up so it's less confusing, but we want to bring this 144 and bring it all the way over to here. So when you bring a number like this over, you have to do the opposite function. So because it's adding 144, now we're going to have to subtract 144 over here. So let's write that down. We have 324 subtract 144. And then we have our equal sign, and then now all that's left over is just our little x squared. So we're going to keep x squared. Now we need to simplify this side. So 324 minus 144 gives us 180. And then that still equals our x squared. But now we need to solve for x. So the opposite function of x squared is called square root. So we are going to take the square root. And if you do it to one side, remember, you have to, I heard you, do it to the other side. So keep my equal sign lined up. The square root of 180, you're going to end up with 13.4164. So I'm just going to round that to 13.4. So because it's a bunch of decimals behind or with that, I'm going to write approximately over top of the equal sign, and that equals x. So that is your final answer. And when you want to, because it's a word problem, you have to have a therefore sentence. So you would write, therefore, the missing side length is approximately 13.4, and you would say centimeters. Let's see if I can just copy and paste. Put it on my Jamboard. So here's going to be your therefore sentence. Therefore, the length of the missing side is 13.4 centimeters. Okay? Hope you enjoyed your lesson. Bye!